travelers and luxury destination adventurers. It's now time to enjoy the journey on Enjoy the Journey with David Hartman and guests. And now, here's David Hartman.
In the Keys.
Greetings from Fort Wilderness. Happy Halloween. Welcome to the Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show here on Radio A1A. A special welcome to our Radio A1A and Cruising Country listeners and A1A Media Network affiliates, podcast partners, and live streaming viewers around the world. I'm your host, David Hartman, owner of Fantastic Endeavors Travel Agency. And I'm the travel agent that always has two questions. What is your bucket list trip? And where do you wish you were right now? I bet you wish you were here right now with me, celebrating a happy Halloween in the spookiest campground on Earth, in the happiest place on Earth. We are at Fort Wilderness Campground, a Disney World original, inside Walt Disney World property in Central Florida, 750 acres of pristine fun and wilderness. I'm so glad you guys are here joining me. We had some live feeds during the week. Now we're here just checking things out. Going to give you a whole feed about the fort and what we're doing here, and also about the decorations we're going to show you. And some of the hot spots we saw last night are still around. So stay tuned. And as always, like this feed and share it. And please comment and tell me how you spend your holidays and how you spend your Halloween. And any questions at all about Disney World Fort Wilderness, I'm here to answer them for this show. And as always, all you on the audio feeds, Radio A1A, Cruising Country Radio, we will have our YouTube of the multimedia feed up tomorrow. Check that out on A1A Media Network. As always, subscribe and like the feed so you get notifications when we upload. And as always, support our social media. And as always, we'd like to thank our sponsors who make this show happen. Chip Bell, author, Jake Sullivan series, chipbellauthor.com. Jim LaPointe, talk to Jim for the best mortgage rates of the Keys. Check out the music store on radioa1a.com. Atlas Ocean Voyages, Lux Expeditions, launching in July 2021. They've been a long-time sponsor on my show. Appreciate them very much. Health Genie, Dale Clemens. Check out Health Genie System Checker. And Michael Marinelli, Real Estate Conch. And Vic Figueroa, Keys Smartphone Wear. Atlas Ocean Voyages offers smaller ships designed for luxe expeditions that extend the reach of adventure travel by sea, with their first ship launching in July 2021. Venture to small villages and remote locations, from the desert city of Petra to the frozen tundra of Antarctica. To experience Atlas Ocean Voyages, call David Hartman, 305-453-9208, Dave at bucketwishtrip.com.
You know, they may be called smartphones, but they are handled by regular folks like you and me. And we break things. Well, no more freaking out about breaking your smartphone, because Keys Smartphone Repair is here. Just click or call keysmartphonerepair.com. That's keysmartphonerepair.com. keysmartphonerepair.com. It's fast, professional smartphone and tablet repair located in Tavernier, mile marker 90, keysmartphonerepair.com. Click it now and save.
The Health Genie System Checker answers 3 important questions when you are feeling ill. What is wrong with me? How ill am I? And where can I receive care? System Checker puts the information and answers at your fingertips with the most advanced triage and healthcare technologies available. Engage on a personal level in your own words to describe your symptoms with no smart trees or drop-down menus that force self-diagnosis. Health Genie System Checker provides an avenue to early healthcare engagement. Hello, David Hartman with Fantastic Endeavors. Fantastic Endeavors is a full-service travel agency based in Key Largo, Florida, specializing in custom individual and group travel. Our luxury travel advisors inspire people to answer two questions. What is your bucket list trip? And where do you wish you were right now? Fantastic Endeavors will personally tailor your journey to your needs. We build extraordinary, enriching experiences curated just for you. Call us today at 305-453-9208 or email at dave@bucketwishtrip.com. Enjoy the journey. We appreciate our sponsors. So here we are in a place that actually launched in 1971. It is literally an original of Walt Disney World. It didn't open opening day. Everyone talks about, any Disney fans out there, you follow me on Dave's Disney, my t-shirt here. October 1st, 1971 was the opening of Magic Kingdom, which was a sister, really, a resort of Disneyland in California. And they had two resorts that opened the same day, Contemporary and Polynesian, in the monorail loop. And the rest of their 43 square miles here, the Reedy Creek Improvement District that they created as their own entity. There was one piece of real estate that wasn't quite done yet, and that was Fort Wilderness. And because they had cast members staying here, they used it for water storage when they excavated Bay Lake and made it deeper. So it really took them some time to get it back ready for guests. It did open November 19th, 1971. So its 50th anniversary is also coming up next year, with 232 campsites. And it's grown a little bit since then. I have the stats right here. So it now has 942 campsites. And back then it was 8 loops. Now it's 21 loops of campsites. Those of you last night on my David W. Hartman personal feed, which was public, my profile page, you saw me go through about 10 of the top loops. They have 21 campsite loops, 365 cabins, beautiful trailer cabins, basically 1-bedroom units. I'm going to take the mask off for now. If I get yelled at, I'll put it back on. Masks are required. And these cabins are 1-bedroom, basically, units. The cabins is what I first stayed in here years ago, in 2005, my first time here. They are basically 1-bedroom trailers, 1-bedroom units, 500 square feet, full kitchen, a bedroom with a queen bed and bunk beds, full living room with a used to be a pull-down Murphy bed, now it's a pull-out bed. And they are just a quaint place, but they're inside this wilderness here. And then those didn't exist. Early on, they had 230 campsites plus. Then they had trailer sponsorships. First it was Airstream, the big silver ones that you all know and love. Then it was Fleetwood trailers, and they still have a wooden display somewhere by Pioneer Hall where you can see they had a Fleetwood display. And those turned into then Wilderness Homes, because they used to rent out trailers you just walk into. They were just here on campsites. No, I'm sorry, they had little cabins, rustic cabins that you pulled up to and stayed in. Then they had Wilderness Homes, and then they have the current cabins of today in those loops. So there's been a progression here of our cabins, but the main reason people come here are the campsites. And people come from around the world because not only are you at a tier 1 amazing campsite, but you're inside Disney property with all Disney benefits, including extra magic hours when they had that, which is early morning hours for the parks, including their free transportation system. We've been going to the parks all week via the boat to Magic Kingdom, buses to Epcot, buses to Magic Kingdom, buses to Hollywood Studios. We've done all that this week via their transportation, which is free of charge if you stay here. So you are a guest of Walt Disney World when you're here, even though you're camping out. And you feel like you're nowhere near Walt Disney World when you're here. It's amazing. Right now I'm sitting under a big pine tree full of cypress trees. And as we walk and talk today, we're going to show you this wilderness. This shows more about where we've been staying, then we'll talk about how they celebrate the holidays. So stay tuned. We're going to end showing you some of the best campsites we've seen are still here. A lot of people have broken down because the weekend is now ending. And last night was crazy. Check out that feed. That was just more of a fun feed. But we will show you that they know how to celebrate holidays here better than anybody, be it Halloween, be it Christmas. This is the place to be if you're into decorations and into really people just having a good time. And everything we're going to show you are individual campsites, people just having a good time. And by the way, how do you guys enjoy my backdrop? Hey guys, happy Halloween. Thanks for all being here. Going to pull up the chat here real quick. See who's on today. You guys are having a good time? Cheers to you all. Happy Halloween. Pretty soon will be happy Thanksgiving. I feel a little drizzle, that's all right. We've got great weather this whole week. A little bit of rain today, but not much. Can't see your comments right now, but we'll catch up. So what we're gonna do is give you a little tour of the area. I'm on my travel lavs today. Got the Steadicam going with the cellular feed. And we're gonna show you where we are right now and the activities here, because this show is more about, I'm a travel show. And I do wanna show you how they celebrate the holidays there, but I wanna show you guys what you have to enjoy when you come here. And we're gonna walk from here and show you first the pond I'm at. And again, there's cast members around, I'm supposed to have your mask on, even though no one's around me. But unless I'm sitting still drinking, I wanna be safe. Cheers to you all. And I wanna show you that we're at the central part of Fort Wilderness. We're right now, I'm staring at the bike barn. That's a monster pumpkin right there. Here's their holiday backdrop. Across the way is the Meadow Trading Post, one of two general stores here. Straight ahead of me is the Meadow Pool, their central pool, but this is the hot spot. You want a campsite near here. If you got a big RV, you want a premium Meadow campsite. I mentioned 942 campsites, there are 4 types. We're staying in Loop 1500. One of, again, look at the stats here, 21 loops. Those campsites are called partial hookup, no sewage. Those are more for tents and pop-up camp. A little travel trailer, so it fits there, but it's not really made for there. Then they have full hookup, which are bigger sites with full sewage and full hookup and power and cable and full water. And that's about probably 20% of the campsites here. And most of the campsites here, because of demand over time, are premium campsites that are huge concrete pads of 60 feet by 20, and they are massive for these huge RVs. No area to put up a tent, no area to actually, rest on dirt, because they're made for these monster RVs. All lifeguards come back on duty. Hello, lifeguards. And so of the 21 loops, most of them are these premium sites. Then just last year, they created a new category, Premium Meadow Campsite. They charge a little more to be close to here. As you see our tour, you'll see why, because you got the bike barn is what they're least known for. They're known for rental kayaks, rental canoes, rental fishing gear. They have an assay station where you can pretend you're mining for gold. They have all Segway tours. All that you do from the bike barn. It's a recreational hub, and also one of the general stores is here. Oh, you can come by. Go ahead. Oh, sure, yeah. You're fine. Hey, Bonnie, open up a lane there for people. Okay, there you go. Thank you. So we're in the middle of this 750-acre pristine wilderness to show you guys what this place has to offer. And don't worry, as it gets dark, we're going to show you some more Halloween decorations. We've been hyping it all week. Last night was a big blowout. I'll tell you right now, a lot of those big sites have broke down. They're leaving tomorrow morning, or they have left already because the weekend's ending. But we still saw at least 1 or 2 loops that are still rocking it with their decorations. And we will end, because I want to show you what this place is about. They know how to celebrate holidays here very well. They do an amazing job here. So to our right, and Bonnie's going to show you just a second ago, kids are hanging out fishing. That's the only place you can fish in this area. That big silver thing in the middle of the pond there, not really a pond, it's kind of like a water rotation area, because this is where you kayak. It's a big loop. And in this loop is this big area where most of the big fish are. We've caught a couple of 5-pound bass over here. I've caught a couple of 4-pound bass myself. Pat Coyle out there, he caught a 13.5-pound catfish 3 years ago off that platform. Water's a little lower because in the fall time of year they put water into the Bay Lake, and drain these down, but the fish are still there. I caught a 3-pound catfish 2 nights ago. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed it. And our tour continues. Keep in mind, stay tuned. I'm also going to give you a theme park update and also an event update, what's happening here. Things have changed recently with the events that are going on as far as holiday festivals, because it is the holiday time. It's November. Welcome to November. Oh my God, it's November already. It's so crazy. Let's just end the year right now, right? All the bobbers in the world, the kids are fishing, having a good time. And then Bonnie, our producer, will show you, if you back up Bonnie and show them the bike barn, what it looks like. And the bike barn is your main recreational hub. And I'll have her zoom in on the bike barn menu of activities and things. And this is if you're staying here anywhere on the property, you need to rent a golf cart to get around. There's nowhere to park a car anywhere but your campsite. There's a spillover parking lot at the top, nowhere down by Magic Kingdom's launch. They have a marina near Settlement Trading Post, and that's a mile from Reception Outpost, which is the check-in. That's how big this place is. And you can't park anywhere but your campsite or the spillover parking and check-in. That's it. So you either cart. It's 4-seaters they rent here. They have occasional 6-seater on wait list for a bit more money. They're worth it if you have a big party. And it's the only way to get around here. And golf carts, trust me, last night we were in golf cart traffic jams all night long. It was pretty amazing. So I'm gonna get up and show you a little more what's going on here. Gonna show you the theater. It's starting to drizzle, but we're probably okay. And show you more of the theater behind us that normally is chock full of activities. The meadow pool, walk over to Settlement Trading Post, and then from there we're going to take you around and show you some more of Fort Wilderness. And come on and join us on a wonderful Sunday afternoon. As Bonnie comes over, I'm going to zoom in on this map. So this is the campground. It's a mile from the water up top. And the check-in is down the bottom. Oh, by the way, I'm holding a tablet. Hello. Happy Mickey. Here's check-in. Here's the cabin loops. There are 7 of the cabin loops, 365 cabins, 21 campsite loops, 942 campsites. There's a group campsite, which is not always occupied. It's very affordable, but it's all like, you know, minimum 10 people per plot, and there's 6 plots there. I went by last night, no one's camping on this weekend. They may not be using that right now due to COVID. We're staying at 1,500 over here. We fished last night in this canal. Bonnie caught a bass, yay! And then here's the launch for Magic Kingdom. This is Bay Lake. This was here when Walt saw the property. It was too shallow, so they dredged it. And then they created Seven Seas Lagoon. They wanted to build Magic Kingdom on the north side of Bay Lake, but the ground was too soft, which is a common problem in Florida if you live here. So they found a plot farther down and built a lagoon around Magic Kingdom to create Seven Seas Lagoon. So they reverse engineered Bay Lake. That's why there's 2 bodies of water. That's why you see no developments on the north side of Bay Lake. All that is very soft land. You'll probably never see developments up there. It's way too soft. That's where we are. It's 1 mile from here to here. In overall, 750 acres. As Bonnie showed you the activities here, beyond that, there is a show horse barn. All the horses you see in my parades I show off in Magic Kingdom are held at Tricycle D Ranch. There's Trailblaze Corral at the north up here, where you do on trail rides. Down on the new ranch down here where the show horses are, they have pony rides. Pony rides are fantastic. For the little ones, very fun. And I mentioned Segway tours, rental fishing gear, baits, Segway tours, kayaking. I mean, really, archery. They have archery here. And at night they have movies. It used to be every night, now multiple times a week. And these have a Chippendale sing-along in the theater behind us we're going to show you. Right now it's on hold because they don't want people crowding. It'll come back. Trust us, it'll come back. So, but that's Fort Wilderness. That's where we're staying. So, well, I'm going to get up from where I'm at, and we're going to show you a little more of this area. Cheers to our Radio A1A followers. Thank you for being here. I'll tell you right now, I can't pull up my chat just yet, so I will just thank you in advance for being here.
So somebody wants to know if we ate the fish we caught.
It's all, very good question. It's all catch and release here. Oh, trust me, I'd love to keep that catfish or that bass I caught. I'll post pictures in the feed afterwards. I was all proud of my 3-pound bass I caught 2 mornings ago, not this morning, yesterday morning. And then I walked down and saw a kid catching like a 10-pounder. And they're good eating, but no, everything here is catch and release. And that is to encourage constant fun. And literally I had a fish that had a punch hole in the top, and I caught the same fish like a day later. So the bass are resilient. They do survive the hooks. I'm gonna leave the mask off since cast members are here. Bike Barn closes at 5, so we're fine here. We're gonna walk in a little bit of drizzle we have and show you off the theater where normally you have movies and Chippendale sing-along every single night here at Fort Wilderness Campground. Oh, my bag. Can't forget my bag of stuff. These outdoor shows, you can never predict weather. So over here, the rentals you get from the Bike Barn, pretty affordable. The prices we just showed you in the feed. And as always, if you just jumped on right now, watch it out. This goes right into recording on Facebook. We make sure to post it where it's there. So you can rewind and watch the whole thing. You can rewind it now, but you'll miss our interaction if you have any questions, I want to answer them live. And then also, we put this up on YouTube tomorrow, both on My Fantastic Endeavors and A1M Media Network. Make sure to subscribe to those so you get notices and like those feeds. And like and share, and please comment. I know I can't read them right now. I'm trying to find some internet. They have a lot of internet here, but unfortunately, I'm not on it right now on my tablet. So we have a couple dual kayaks, a single kayak, and a bunch of canoes. And there's a big loop here that you can loop around. And that bridge is one part of it. And then the concrete bridge that Bonnie just showed you is the other part of it. Put my mask on so we got people up here. Major happy Halloween to you guys. All the carts here are over at the pool. And here's the, why don't you show off the 2 signs here. Normally you'd have a schedule that Bonnie's going to show off is for the whole month. Right now, because of cutbacks and limitations, they're just showing a few movies this month, so it's limited showings. Normally you'd have the Chippendale sing-along, which I've done numerous times. It's so much fun. Kids love it. I love it. And then you'd have the movie right afterwards. I've watched numerous Disney movies here. Old movies, sometimes early releases. They added a food truck because the food was very limited. In this brown shack, the projection shack, they had a very limited snack bar that was honestly pretty lame. And then they had this food truck, really good food. And they took that out because, again, they don't want people crowding around it. But now we're going to show off to you. But this is the Fort Wilderness Campground. Obviously, they don't have movies. Here's the fire pit. And for $10, they got an amazing s'mores package that is great. So you make s'mores with Chippendale, and then when you're all done with that, they have a nice movie on the screen we just showed you. Here's the projection tower. And then this Dr. Terminus, we're going to show you, that turns in to the stage for the sing-along, which we're not having right now. It'll come back next year. And then the projection house there. Well, we've been here numerous times where it's been packed, and it's raining, so we have to find some little bit of cover as we continue the show with you guys. We see blue sky ahead, so be patient with us. We'll tell you about Fort Wilderness and all the fun that's here. Because this is a travel show, and this is what I do is absorb destinations and teach you guys about them. And obviously help you book them if you want the help. And then we're going to end showing off how they celebrate holidays here, which is fantastic. To our left is where they have archery. Right now it's just car parking, but during the day it's not as busy, or they caution it off. Our signal's not good, so we're walking forward. We're going to walk on to Meadow Pool. To the left, we're going to show you that, and then walk back to our cart. That's new. That's an essay station activity they do here. So kids can pretend they're going for gold. Just another activity added. They're always creating new things. We can't show you from here, but beyond this, the central pool here, water slide, is a pavilion for picnics, is a tennis court, tetherball, basketball court. So if you stay here, you are actually have so much activities for your kids. And a lot of times the kids, don't even go to theme parks, part of the time. But I've met people here, they just come here to camp because they love the campground so much. So we're going to beat through the rain here over to Settlement Trading Post and show you what one of the general stores look like. So follow us. So we're now walking over the bridge from Bike Barn to Meadow Trading Post. To our left is the kids' water park area of Meadow Pool. We are in the central area of Fort Wilderness Campground and Resort. A Walt Disney World original opened up first year the parks were opened. That Magic Kingdom opened. From up here you get a better view of the kayak trail. And the rain is really starting to come down now, so I'm just trying to find some cover. As always, you can't predict the weather. We're heading for the rocking chairs. Guys are still fishing, they're diehards. So that platform to our right is the only place you can fish right here. You used to be able to fish from shore, but not anymore, out of safety. We do have gators in Florida. Happy Halloween. I'm gonna grab this rocking chair and give you guys before we hop on the golf cart. Hi. Map's all wet. Before we hop on the golf cart, which is we can do in the rain, it's no problem. Wanted to give you guys pull my mask off for now. Theme park update and event update. And still got my notes. Thanks for being here again. Enjoy the Journey Luxury Travel Show here, Radio A1A Cruising Country Radio, here on Facebook Live. As always, like this, share it. I think from now I can actually get some internet if my tablet hasn't died in the rain yet. I want to catch up with you guys in the chat. And so we're going to give you a theme park update here in my plan was about 5:30, hop on the golf cart. We can do this because I was around all last night and had great signal. And with the lav mics I'm using, it won't be a problem. And we have pretty much good cover from here at the golf cart. And we're going to show you guys a few of the more loops that still have great decorations. And a part we wanted to be from, we're not sure the connection here. We tested all these connections, but have some very cool Halloween music behind me, by the way. Appreciate the moon music. Great. You still okay? Good. So part of the little hiccups that's going to happen with these live feeds, once we're on the road, we're actually fine. We had no problems last night or Thursday night doing live feeds on the road. We noticed in here we had some little gaps. We don't know why. We're not on their internet. We're on my cell connection, which does pretty good here. I cannot see comments yet. I thought I would be able to here, and nope. So Bonnie, let me know if anything comes up. My producer Bonnie's watching the chat, so anything pressing comes up, but let me know. Have you been to Fort Wilderness? And what do you enjoy most about it? And when are you coming back? Because to me, this is like a trademark campground as far as how you spend your time. And the fact that it's connected to Disney is just a plus. I mean, they do such a good job here just with the camping atmosphere. And, oh yeah, and by the way, there's theme parks around too with buses and boats over there. All theme parks are open here in Walt Disney World. Disneyland is not open. Disneyland Paris is now closing till mid-December because of a COVID spike in France. We're not the only country having COVID spikes. Anywhere that's cold is having COVID spikes, unfortunately. But the rest of the parks worldwide are open. Parks are limited. Theme park passes are still required. No park hopping. Your best bet is to make a resort reservation on site, and that gives you priority to get a theme park pass. Ticket holders get passes too. If you're a pass holder, you get maybe 3 per time. So you're best off. I've had like 40 at a time because I have so many reservations. That has been the same since July. That is not changing anytime soon. They are selling park hopper tickets for 2021. So I think Disney's planning to allow parking. What does that mean if you're not new to Disney World? If you're new to Disney World, there's 4 parks here. You used to be able to go, you can do 4 parks in one day. Right now, you can do 1 park per day. Even if you're a pass holder, and that's the only ticket they sell, we're restricted, which we don't like because I'm seeing a lot less of Epcot, a lot less of other parks. I don't see Magic Kingdom as much. because I'll go for a few hours, go somewhere else. And now it's I go for a few hours and do something else. But they want to make sure they know exactly how many people are in that park so they can maintain the proper numbers to be safe. And I get it, but I think now going on 5 months into this, it's now time to bring back park hopping. I'm all for it. Parks are open. There is, oh, sorry, you hearing this? Did you notice? Sorry, my tablet feed is going to my mic. How's the background music? Okay? Got some very cool like Halloween music behind me. And by the way, it's almost time to turn on my beads. Ooh, nice and clear now. Hey guys, I have the chat going now, so please get on and tell me how you spent Halloween last night. Have you been to Fort Wilderness? And when's the last time you've been here? What's cool is they're opening up more restaurant experiences, opening up more mobile ordering opportunities. They're opening up more quick service opportunities for mobile ordering. More restaurants that were just walk up, they have on the app now, like Nomad Lounge today. We're sitting in Yak and Yeti in Animal Kingdom and made a reservation for Nomad Lounge while sitting there. That was so cool. First time. They're actually, we met shout out to cast member Will, manager of Dawa Bar, that's now reopened. And he is now at Tiffin's and Nomad, and he stole the Tiffin's restaurant reservation technology to give Nomad a way to do walk-up right now reservations, even though they don't have reservations normally. So they're doing creative things here to help out the queue to avoid lines. So look out that for like Nomad Lounge. Make sure you get a seat on the rail at Nomad and watch the character cavalcades. We were there today for an hour and saw all the cavalcades. It was fantastic. Look for pictures on my Dave Disney page. Let me see that. By the way, like that page and share it. Let's see what's going on. Magic Kingdom, we had a good time yesterday. It was, it was a full park day. Oh, you're fine.
Hot.
Part of the experience. Oh, Janice, never been here. Yeah, you gotta come, Janice. Magic Kingdom is, I will say it wasn't the best decked out for Halloween. I've seen it, but they're known for their parties. I would say the biggest holiday here, celebration-wise, for this Fort Wilderness and for Disney Magic Kingdom is Halloween, as far as those two areas. But Magic Kingdom does it with a party called Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And that didn't happen this year because of crowding issues and COVID. And they really do it up for that. I'll say this year the decorations were, underwhelming. But it's nice to be in the park on Halloween. They had some great, character cavalcades. But the parks are open. And the key to park going now is go early, take a break, and go back late when people disappear. With one park per day, people kind of wear out by mid-afternoon, and then they don't come back. Especially a lot of locals come in the mornings, get their fill, don't come back. So go early, when the cool weather is here, and then come back in the afternoon. Epcot is opening up more and more booths for Food and Wine Festival. Hello, come on by, happy Halloween. So that'll be a quiet corner over here, I guess not. Epcot has at least 4 more booths available. Spain is not every day, mostly weekends. The Alps is now open. They have more food in the show place. If you see some of my previous feeds or some of my show from Epcot in August, Epcot has the lamb shank, the lamb chop is back, and festival favorites in the World Show Place. Check that out. It is very good. They have really New Zealand, Greece, and Ireland, and Poland, all right in that festival favorites one booth, because those booths they can't have to free up traffic. Rosencrown is open, my favorite. It's supposed to be takeout only, but you can get a table on the side and hang out for a while. So Epcot is bringing back more and more experiences. There are vampant rumors at Epcot about Ratatouille, the most popular ride in Disneyland Paris. If you saw Remy in the Ratatouille movie, it's based on Remy lost in the kitchen craziness, and it's an awesome ride from what I hear. It's almost done, it looks like. Supposedly the inside's done, but no announcement. We're expecting early 2021. So stay tuned for that. Morocco is very interesting right now. Morocco is changing hands. Since opening in 1988, I think, as one of the last pavilions here. It was run by the Kingdom of Morocco through a third party, because they're still a kingdom. The king does have a say there. And that third party was, I think, wearing thin, and COVID really hit them bad, and they just opted out of their clause with Disney. Disney said, hey, we'll take over if you guys default. They defaulted, and Disney now taking over. Marrakesh restaurant never reopened. Great restaurant, by the way. The quick service restaurants were not always reopening. The booth is open for food and wine, but now even Spice Roll Table is not taking reservations at December 10th. As of January 1st, Disney's taking over that booth. I believe they'll keep it as Morocco, I hope. They won't turn it into some other attraction. And we'll see. I love Morocco. I've been there. I love what Morocco did with that pavilion. Very authentic, one of the most authentic of all pavilions. And I hope Disney keeps the trail. You're fine.
Oh, sorry.
Part of the experience.
Easier to go this way.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Don't mind the people walking by. They're part of the show. They're my show extras. But thanks, guys, for chiming in and doing our theme park update. And I covered at Animal Kingdom today. Dawa Bar's reopened. If you love Dawa Bar, if you love a quick service drink in Harambe Village. When Florida basically went free-for-all and released all their restrictions, they reopened in September right after I was here. And Nomad Lounge I told you about, look for those right now reservations on your My Disney app. And Yak and Yeti opens at 10:30, by the way. Make sure you watch your opening times of restaurants. Who knew Yak and Yeti opened up at 10:30? And go home right now and go on your laptop and become a Landry's member. Pay $25, they give it back to you. Sounds like a scam. They now give you $25 on your birthday. So you have $25 they give you for signing up as credit. Then you have $25 every year on your birthday. And then you walk into any Landry's, which includes any Rainforest Cafe, Trex in Disney Springs, and Yak and Yeti right here in Animal Kingdom. And we walked in, no reservation available. Oh yeah, it's okay, just wait 10 minutes, and got a seat right away. That is a Landry's Select trademark. When you join that club, you are a Landry's Select. So please check that out. Sign up, and again, yeah, you pay $25 and get it back. That's just what they do. You're not out any money. It's a fantastic opportunity, and really today I saw it happen. When you walk into Rainforest Cafes here at Animal Kingdom or Disney Springs, they actually have a Landry Select line separate from the reservation line. That is for you guys if you're a member. And every birthday surprise, $25, good for 45 days. I use mine every year in Miami at Bubba Gum because we go to concerts, usually a Star Wars live with the orchestra concert, believe it or not. All right, it's almost, I'm just finishing my wrap up and then waiting for the rain to die down. Then we'll hit the cart and show you guys some decorations as it's getting dark out here that are still active. I want to show you guys how they celebrate holidays here. Christmas, Halloween, and you know, other holidays aren't as big, but those are the two big ones. I mean, but Christmas lasts like the whole month of December. Halloween lasts like until now and the whole month of October. It's insane here. Hollywood Studios is every major ride is open. No major shows. I haven't talked about shows yet, but I will get there. Frozen Ever After sing-along is available, which helps, you know, diffuse the crowds a little bit. Rise of Resistance is changing their boarding queue November 3rd, Tuesday. Oh, you're fine. Go ahead. Not at all. We're here. Usually you walk through the general store. The problem is they're sending people out that way. Due to COVID, there's one way in, one way out. So hence our people walking by, enjoying them. They're part of the show. Those you've been here recently or those you want to come here, you need this most amazing experience ever. 20 minutes, you're in a Star Wars movie, Rise of Resistance. Been open since December, reopened after COVID. It may have some technical issues, but when it runs right, it's amazing. And the demand's so high and the breakdowns are so often, they have this virtual queue. Usually it takes 2 seconds to all the spots to be gone. Then you come back later in the day and you're not guaranteed a spot anymore if you have a higher group. Thankfully, they put up dividers on the ride vehicles. They're boarding more people, so it's easier to get a spot. Doesn't mean the ride's not going to break down on you. We waited on, we were there on Saturday, and I decided to go for my Oga's Cantina reservation instead of doing the actual ride first, and that was a misjudgment on my part. Oga's was great, got to the ride, it broke down while we were on it, and we just left. We had to go, we had to meet some people, and They did give us a pass to come back on a day we're coming back. So just talk to the right people, guest experience, that have the right outfits or the blue badge, and they'll help you out what you need. It's not, they don't guarantee it, but if you say, explain the situation like, hey, this thing broke down for an hour, I can't stay in the park anymore, I'm coming back, so-and-so, and they'll do it for you. The good news is they're giving out more boarding passes in general. So now at 10 o'clock, instead of all the boarding passes going, say they give out 80 in a day, they would last 4 seconds, now it's lasting a few minutes. Good news A. B is they're changing the whole format where now you're actually gonna reserve at 7 a.m. from where you're at. You have to have a theme park pass for that day and obviously a ticket for that day. You couldn't get a theme park pass without a ticket for that day. So my friend Tim and his family are here, and we're here, and we're all gonna get passes for that day at 7 a.m. Do I like the change? I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. The previous change I didn't like where they auto-selected your group because it penalized the more friends you had like myself, or penalized if you were a bigger group. The computer had to go from public information, yours, to their encrypted ticket information, who's in the park, and it took a long time to chew that information. And if you were one person with no friends, you got on right away. So, all my theories, by the way, but it played out that way. So they're getting rid of that system on Tuesday and going to 7 a.m. You don't have to be in the park, but you have to have a theme park pass for that day. I like that because it's taken out the encrypted information of just Disney's secret data of who's in the park. That's going to help out a lot. And they waited for that to where they gave out more passes because they increased the ride vehicle. So overall, good news for Rise Resistance. Stay tuned for updates on my Dave's Disney, where I'm going to talk to you guys about how it works. I'm going to try it myself, my friend Tim's family, on Tuesday. I'm here the day it opens. How about that? I'm so excited. Besides that, Studios is looking good, doing well. It's a smaller park, so it may look crowded at times, so it spreads out fast. And I recommend getting there. We were there at 9:10, and it used to be 9:15. Parking lot was open, 9:15 park open. No, we were there at 9:10. A lot more people, cars were already coming in, and park was already open. But we got on Mickey and Minnie's new ride in Grauman's Theater. Check it out, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Awesome new ride, it just makes you feel happy. And there's still no problems, but you need to be at that park by 9 o'clock now if you're on site. And the buses are running earlier now, usually at least an hour before park opening, sometimes an hour and a half. Check when you check in, check with your concierge, someone who actually knows. Check with a gray-haired person, the experienced person at the front desk, not the young student, and ask them like when buses are running and get on that first bus and get there. Get there before the cars get there from locals and get in line. Go right to Mickey's and you'll be off in plenty of time to get your boarding pass for Rise Resistance. And then from there, you can then do Falcon or head to Toy Story Land. But enjoy Galaxy's Edge, it's amazing. And look for the child photo op that's there somewhere. It's hard to find, but it's there. Appreciate you guys being patient in the feed. I know we're having a little bit of connection issues today. Or maybe it's just me. Because I'm on Wi-Fi, my cell phone's on cell data, and it's doing fine. And we're gonna hop on the last few minutes here in the rain. Rain has not helped me out here. And show you as it gets dark out some decorations and show you how to celebrate. As far as events go, I covered parks. Disney Springs is doing very well. Wolfgang's Express closed, we thought permanently, a very popular restaurant on the village side, the marketplace side. Turns out that's temporary closure. So I don't know why they closed it. Popular, it turns out they're not closing. The Void is gone, interactive experience. They couldn't survive COVID and they closed in all locations, including Disney Springs. I've done it once, it's amazing, too bad. It's gone. And then more restaurant opens, more times, later times. And as always, get a reservation. Download the Open Table app because Disney will penalize you unless you cancel. As always, whenever you do a Disney reservation, at least attempt to cancel, they won't charge you. Walk by the restaurant if you're in the park, say, hey, I can't make a reservation. Call up Dinosaur and say, hey, listen, I can't make this reservation, something came up. They're not gonna charge you. I got charged once inadvertently, they waived it because I said I tried to cancel, and, no problem. Open Table, you can cancel up until your time. Oh, you're fine, hey, wanna watch?
No.
Wanna be on the show?
Sorry. I'm sure he does. Sorry. Thank you.
I have a new he's my co-host.
I know.
So 2 apps to download. The Landry's app, get an account there. Open Table, get a free account there, and use that app. It covers some Disney restaurants that are not Disney, like Landry's, like Rainforest Cafe and Yak and Yeti. The key was Disney Springs is you can cancel, as long as you cancel before your time, there's no penalty. So use that app more at Disney Springs. It's not every restaurant there. And then combine that with the Disney app. But you want a reservation at Disney Springs because the locals love going there. Now it's a free-for-all with distancing measures. It's tough to get in certain restaurants. So make sure, have a reservation, use Open Table, that way you can cancel with more flexibility. But man, there's lot of fun going on down there. As far as more restaurants that are open, Coronado Springs is reopened, one of my favorites. NBA's gone. Yippee! Thank God for all those cabins. Although I heard from my friends that work here, the players were great, the staff members were like not so friendly, but whatever, they're gone. Coronado's reopened, the hotel, Dahlia Bar is open upstairs. Toledo is not open, the restaurant, but 3 Bridges is open. The new restaurant in Lagoon's open, and Rick's Sports Bar Cafe. No one takes reservations except for Rick's. Get a reservation for Rick's, check in with them, and then go visit whatever you want. I've not tried it. We'll try this week, to go in there, just say, hey, I want to go to Dahlia or Rick or 3 Bridges. I'm not quite sure if they'll let me in or not. But the way around that is to get a reservation for Rick's, go to Rick's for a drink, and then once you're in property, you can explore around. They just reopened mid-October. Check those out. For events, Epcot.
So somebody wants to know, when is the Space Restaurant opening in Epcot?
Skip's here. Excellent question. Hey, Skip. Skip was on my September 20th show from a galaxy far, far away. Check that one out. All my shows can be found on A1A Media Network YouTube and Fantastic Giver YouTube. Look for the Enjoy the Journey playlist and check out September 20th. And subscribe and like those videos, subscribe to those feeds so you get notifications. This show here will be recorded, uploaded tomorrow on both YouTube pages. Interesting question. We've heard 4 times at Space Restaurant, right in Future World East, right by Mission Space, right by Test Track. And we heard some contractors screw up a major piece of furniture that couldn't be replaced, and that was a delay. I don't know what the truth is. I heard a new executive chef, blah, 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 blah. And now COVID. That is run by Pantina Group. So Disney has their restaurants like California Grill. They have Landry's, which runs some restaurants. Gibson Group runs Boathouse. And then Pantina Group runs Mortimer Asia, I believe the entire Italy Pavilion, and some other restaurants too. I mean, there's a lot of consortiums here. Pantina is running Space 220, and there's been no announcement, but I expect, Skip, by Christmas. I think by Christmas they're going to open it. I think there's issues with this elevator system that takes you on this space ride to the restaurant because you're going from ground level to the space. I think it's too confined to make the restaurant workable. Just a Dave Disney theory, but I think I'm on to something because I heard they're ready. And if you look at the concept art, Skip, look it up, just Google Space 220 elevator, you all sit in this pod and you go up to this restaurant. And I think they don't have enough pods to make it workable, but just a theory. So we shall see. Okay, any more questions? Bonnie watching? I'm watching. Before we head on the we're going to end on the golf cart. I'm actually delaying waiting for the rain to leave, but I have stuff to cover. Events are a big part of the Disney experience. As you saw last night, you see here today with my beads on. Halloween's a big deal here. Halloween's now over. There's no Thanksgiving celebration here. We're on to Christmas. Food and Wine Festival. Oh, you guys are fine. Take your time.
Thank you. What's your handle on YouTube?
Oh, look me up on Fantastic Endeavors on YouTube.
Thank you.
It's the Enjoy the Journey Travel Show. Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another fan. All right. I'm Dave's Disney. I would do Dave's Disney YouTube, but Disney wouldn't like that too much. And by the way, Fantastic Endeavors, I'm the first one searched, so that's where all the videos are. Okay, we're on to Christmas. Hate to say it, but Halloween's still here, but we're on to Christmas. Food and Wine Festival finally has an ending date. Food and Wine Festival has the longest run ever at Epcot, if you're fans. It started mid-July when parks opened July 15th. It's now ending November. Different acts. And I don't know what we're talking about. And sorry, Bonnie's giving me a weird look. and we're going to have a fun time. I am here opening night. Epcot's open at 10 o'clock. Imagine that. We've had limited hours for months. Epcot's open at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on November 27th, and I will be here to give you a full report on Festival of Holidays at Epcot. That's the big new event. For Magic Kingdom, again, no separate ticket parties. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party used to run from mid-October to November 1st today. Didn't happen this year. I love the Christmas party. That's my favorite. Not happening this year. They're having the usual events in the parks. Try again. If the feed cuts out, hang with us, guys. I can't tell if it's my tablet or the feed itself, but I think we have a good connection. So the big change is Festival of Holidays announced, it's set in stone. 15 holiday kitchens around the world. Stay tuned for that. November 27th to December 30th for a full month of holiday fun at Epcot. Epcot is still the festival marketplace of the world. I will be there, probably doing a live show November 30th on a Sunday, and at least around Disney World. And then November 27th, opening day. I was already scheduled to be there, and then they announced the opening date. That was coincidence, and sometimes practice and luck meet, and you seem like a genius. So look forward to that. We're gonna, now that I'm done with announcements, that's what happened in Disney World. I'm sure you heard about entertainment. You probably heard major layoffs. It's now affected longtime shows, even here at Fort Wilderness. It's unfortunate. A lot of guys that follow who are experts here, who live here and been selling Disney 20 years, say, hey, it was expected. I didn't expect some longtime shows that were on furlough to be just laid off. Why couldn't they keep and pay the health insurance? I don't know. So I don't like the CEO. I don't like his attitude. I made that very clear. I think he's a bean counter. I think he sees 2 feet in front of his face. I think he's out for his own hide and shareholders, as he always has been.
Sorry, guys.
I appreciate what he's done for park development, but his cost cutting in weird places has been shown the last 5 years. And I think he was out to get a CEO's job the last 5 years and to prove his worth to the board. And the current board, I don't get why they keep this guy around. So he hasn't been around very long, but we already missed Bob Iger, even though he's still near and dear. Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't be sorry.
I apologize.
Not at all.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.
With that said, the CEO, he's anti-entertainment. He's made that clear in comments he made. He's anti-pass holder in very short-sighted comments he made about who visits the park and why and where they're making money at. The guy doesn't get it. And unfortunately, we have a great guy in charge of parks and resorts called Josh Dumar. And the minute the CEO lets this guy Josh make decisions, we'll be fine. So Bob Chapek can stick around as long as he lets Josh Dumar make decisions. But yeah, we have very bad news. Are all these cuts permanent? I don't know. I heard from longtime disciples, yes, nothing's ever come back. I can't believe Hoop-Dee Review Pioneer Hall will not come back. I can't believe Lion King. Shows are essential to these parks to diffuse crowds. They can never reopen again full capacity without these shows. They're insane that they think they can, and they're going to really ruin the park experience. So I think Josh Dumar knows that, chairman of Parks and Resorts Worldwide, and I think that case will be made once the time comes. But for now, honestly, a lot of these shows, on the flip side of that devil's advocate view is, a lot of these shows can't come back right now. A lot of performers you love and dear, Yeehaw Bob Jackson at Port Orleans Riverside, French Quarter, Riverside, he can't play right now, no way in hell. You can't have Hoop-Dee Review now, too interactive. A lot of these shows can't happen. As COVID continued and made it clear that they can't keep these around, so maybe they're doing these cast members a favor, letting them go, I don't know. This news is too fresh, but right now, many of the live shows you are near and dear from are not happening. The one few one that came back was Frozen Sing-Along at Hollywood Studios. That one is happening. And few street performers, a lot of character cavalcades. But you're coming here to experience Disney, the traditional theme park Disney right now with limited crowds. It's worth it to come for limited crowds. Limited experience with limited crowds. And yeah, pay attention to ride times, and the ride times are always inflated because of distancing measure, they can't estimate it. But you come here now in the next few weeks to experience the crowds like you've never seen in 20 years. It is very easy to get around the parks right now. Today we walked into Animal Kingdom probably later than we wanted to be. We had no problem getting on Flight of Passage, no problem getting on Safari, no problem getting a restaurant reservation because we're Landry's members. So this is the time to come if you want to experience less crowds, less entertainment, but less crowds. that's my wrap up on that part. Stay tuned with the pouring rain. What time we got? Oh, my beer spilled. In the last few minutes we got left, we're gonna hop on the golf cart, so stay tuned. Make a run for our golf cart and show you guys a few last decorations. We may go over, so those of you guys on the audio feed, Carrie, if you have to cut out at 6, no problem, go ahead. Watch the YouTube versions tomorrow, A1A Media Network and Fantastic Network YouTube pages. But because we have the rain, we're gonna go a little longer. There is one loop right across the way here, and we planned this on purpose, that does have some great decorations still left. A lot of people were either breaking down today, leave tomorrow, or already left. But check out yesterday, David W. Hartman. It's a public feed. You can friend me if you want, you don't have to. And check out about 8:30 last night for an hour and 45 minutes. We showed off this wonderful place. It was unbelievable last night, just rocking. I mean, gridlock with golf carts that were decorated, trying to get around adults and kids trick-or-treating. Technically not, technically yes. And the level of decorations were off the chain by every loop that we were in. It's amazing. All right, so stay tuned. If we cut out, the show's just gonna end. If not, stick on. We're gonna show you a couple loops right across from, we're in right now, Settlement Depot at Fort Wilderness. We're in the center of the campground, 150 acres. Fort Wilderness Trail, the main road is right behind us. Bike barn is just forward to us. The fishing, where I fish a bunch. We've got multiple 5-pound bass. My friend Pat Coyle caught a 13-pound catfish 3 years ago, right in front of us. This is the hub where you're gonna be near when you camp here. And the golf club get around. We're in the middle of Walt Disney World property near Magic Kingdom. There's a boat launch at the marina near Settlement Depot, the other area, the hot spot, where there's the general store, Settlement Trading Post, Pioneer Hall, which had him do a review, and then Trails and Restaurant, which is closed now. They have a takeout called PJ's and Crockett's Tavern. There's only 2 hot spots here, and this is one of them. So we've been sitting right outside one of their general stores, and we'll do a peek in as we walk by to our golf cart. We can't go in this door, this is exit only. But this is, expensive stuff, but if you need wares, but they have a bathroom in here, cheap ice, things like that. But I'm gonna close down the tablet because it's gonna get all wet, and we're gonna finish the show going on the golf cart. Wait to see our golf cart. Make sure I got the keys. This should be fun. Oh, gotta have my mask. So this is the last of Halloween because it's on to Christmas here at Walt Disney World. It's getting dark already. Love that hour change. So Brian will show you through the window here, the best view. This is one of 2 general stores here. And all full of Disney knickknacks, emergency provisions. There's a liquor, there's beer. The main reason you come is for the ice, affordable ice. They have ice machines on every 10 camping loop. For $2.25, you get an 8-pound bag. I'm gonna walk by these people here with a mask on.
First time I did my hair all week. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. And it's not like I'm going to jump in a car. I'm going to jump in the golf cart. We're going to get wet.
All right, we're gonna make a run for the golf cart. Follow us. Probably gonna have some wet seats waiting for us. Ahead to our right, my signal's still on, of course. It's a great rental golf cart, but the signals do not turn off. I'm sure I just killed my battery. There's no indicator inside about the signal, actually. His is on too. Here, if you have to end the show at 6, go ahead. Those of you hang on a little bit longer. It's gonna show you one loop, 1 or 2 that still have decorations. Rocking the golf cart. Pardon us, folks, as we change over to golf cart mode. The mode we were in last night. Thank God I brought this towel. All right, we're back. Okay, we just left. We're leaving Meadow Trading Post, the general store. And checking my mic. Hey, good people. Thanks for sticking on, guys. So this is the mode we were in last night. We were just trucking around, showing off decorations. Today was more about Disney and about this site as a travel destination. And then we were supposed to show off more of these loops, but it was pouring rain and I had a lot to cover about the changes I've experienced while I was here. So we're gonna take a ride up ahead at Fort Wilderness Trail. It's the main road that goes from Reception down to Settlement Depot, where the boat goes to Magic Kingdom. And we're gonna go to loop 800. We went by there today and people were still rocking it. So there's general store, all very rustic. As you know, at Disney, they love their theming. And I was sitting in a rocking chair talking to you guys. That was great. Appreciate the A1A audience, Radio A1A, Cruising Country Radio being on today. If you guys have to cut out 6, we understand. Check out the full video multimedia presentation on A1A Media Network YouTube channel by tomorrow uploaded. And always like and subscribe to that channel and get notifications when we upload videos. It rained a lot. There's puddles everywhere. And it kind of mixed in with Halloween. And you're going to see more and more as we go on. And there's no Thanksgiving celebration here. It's all about Halloween and Christmas. And thankfully, we had no rain until today, until right now. Now it rained a lot. So this is to kind of illustrate how we celebrate the holidays at Disney. And these are individual campsites, just it's getting darker out now, which is great. They're just showing off their spirit of the holidays. And you'll see similar type elaborate decorations for Christmas. These are the premium campsites. Actually, these are the premium Meadow campsites. So they're near Meadow Trading Post. So these are the most expensive campsites. Whoops. There's another site. Nice. So these are made from Monster RVs. The pads are 60 feet by 20. Means that the concrete area you park on. So there's a monster fifth wheel there, and he still has plenty of room for decorations. Look at that. Excellent. Give me a like and share there. As always, like and share this. Appreciate you guys being on my show today. We'll have this uploaded probably tomorrow at some point to A1A Media Network and my Fantastic Endeavors YouTube pages. We will not be doing a replay tomorrow. We sometimes do at 2 o'clock. We're too busy with people visiting to get all the production work done. But I will replay this show later in the week on my Dave's Disney page and on Fantastic Endeavors YouTube. For the media networks, we'll get you the... these guys were the Star Wars guys last night. Oh, they were gone. They were awesome. Oh my God. Check out my live feed from last night at 8:30 p.m. It's an hour and 45, but just sit back with a cocktail and enjoy it. Oh, patriotic Mickey. Next week's show, we're back in the Keys, 5 o'clock on Sunday. Location to be determined. I got a couple places in mind I'm talking to. Stay tuned for announcement midweek where we're going to be. I'm thinking about a balloon festival in Homestead possibly, or another on-location business. But I will be back in the Keys. Hey, Steve, thanks for joining my show. That's a fantastic display. I found out last night those big Mickey pumpkins are new this year, and everybody's got them. Oh, gonna get out for this one. Watch the puddles. This guy's got multiple themes going on. Individual campers just decorate, and it gives you an idea how people celebrate the holidays, how Disney celebrate the holidays. These are not Disney cast members. And even if they are, they're just doing their own thing. But most people I talk to are not. They're just here doing their own thing. And they're paying the full rate to do it. Wow, that's a puddle. So it's giving you a taste. You know, last night was the real. There was no way I could. I do the show at Radio A1A and I have a slot to fill, so I don't change that. Whoop, zip this back around. There we go. So I always fill my slot whenever it's scheduled, for one. Two is, last night, there was not, you couldn't do a show. It was just a live feed of craziness. But I also as a travel show, I wanted to give you guys an update on the destination. That's why I do these shows. And that's where we focused a lot of time. So if you just join in, watch us on the record. I'm going to finish up soon. It'll be available right on Facebook. And then tomorrow on Fantastic Endeavors YouTube and A1A Media Network YouTube channels. Check them out there. Subscribe to those so you get notifications when we upload. And as always, like and share this. I'm every weekend Sunday at 5 o'clock. I haven't missed a week yet, and I'll make it through the rest of the year. And next week we'll be back in the Keys. Check it out.
That's it.
That's the loop. We're going to shut down the show. Just want to give you a taste of what was here. Again, this is more about the destination than about the celebration. We're going to pull over and kind of shut down the show before we head on the main road. We don't want the mics to mess up the feed. Turn this around real quick. A nice spider background. As always, I appreciate all you joining the show and the A1A Media Network, Radio A1A, Cruising Country Radio, all the listeners on the audio simulcast. If you stuck on long enough, thank you for being here. As always, you guys hear the audio. Check out the video and the full production feed tomorrow on the A1A Media Network. And always like and subscribe so you get notifications when we upload. And same for all my fans on Fantastic Neighbors YouTube. I will be live next week. And the Keys, check that out at 5 o'clock Sunday. Anyone that needs help with seeing these destinations I go to, especially with Walt Disney World planning or anything Disney Destination Worldwide, that's what I do. I specialize in. I am Dave Disney. And 305-453-9208, Dave at bucketwishtrip.com. And I can help you out with Disney planning, or just message me here on Facebook. And Skip, hey Skip, welcome back. And this is what I do. This is part of what I do, this travel show to kind of promote destinations and my business. And social media runs this business. Friend me here on Facebook where you're watching this feed. And as always, like Dave's Disney and Fantastic Endeavors, Bucket Wish Trip, Radio A1A, and Cruising Country Radio. Those are all key channels we promote our brands on. So we appreciate you guys very much. Hope you had a fantastic Sunday. Have a great evening, and stay tuned next week. We'll be back in the Keys at Sunday at 5 o'clock.
Come on, what are you waiting for? They're serving rum up, it's right next door. There's a party on the sandbar in the Keys.